Welcome back to No Bias Hoops. Today we're going to be talking about the NBA team that nobody is talking about, and that's the Memphis Grizzlies. They had a not-so-good year last year after Ja Morant had a 25-game suspension and then almost immediately hurt his shoulder, I believe it was his shoulder, and missed the remainder of the season. The Grizzlies are in an interesting position. They have Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr., who, there's a lot of hype lost from him, but regardless, he's easily a top 10 player in the league when he's healthy, when there's no off-the-court issues. Jaren Jackson Jr. won DPOY last year and is one of the best defensive players in the NBA. His offensive game still could develop more, but he is definitely a very good player. They have other players like Desmond Bane who are really good. They drafted Zach Edey this year. They have GG Jackson too. And then they also have guys like Jake LaRavia, who isn't amazing, but they have Luke Kennard, who I believe they'll re-sign. If they don't re-sign Kennard, they're going to sign like Tyus Jones or something. They have pieces regardless of what you think. And they have their picks, and that's why I think they're the dark horse team to land Lauri Markkanen. The Warriors aren't getting Markkanen, and because I think they're offering one of two trades. They're either first offering like a bunch of picks and then Moody, or they're offering like Podziemski and one first. Because they like Podziemski so much that they think if we're trading Podziemski, we're not giving you more than like one first. And the Jazz think we should be able to get Podziemski and all the first, and that's why there's some miscommunication. If the Warriors really need Lauri, then right before Lauri is eligible to sign his extension, they will have to do the trade. But if Memphis swoops in, offers their 4 or 5 first-round picks that they could offer, plus Zach Edey or GG Jackson, the Jazz are going to have no choice but to say yes. And that's just why I really do think the Grizzlies will land Lauri. It would be a perfect fit. Ja, Lauri, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. I made a video a while ago that I said if they got Nick Claxton, they could be a contender. I still think that could happen. Nick Claxton, still on the Nets, who are obviously rebuilding, and he is young, so they're not going to want to give him up. But if the Memphis Grizzlies overpaid, if they threw Zach Edey plus some picks, who I like Zach Edey, but he's already injured, and I don't know how severe it is, but Memphis, Claxton probably will be better than Zach Edey. Maybe not. Edey could fool us all, but I think that would work well. Lauri would fit here too. And the Memphis Grizzlies are in an interesting position because I said if they got Claxton and then drafted a small forward, in this they would be doing get Lauri and draft a center. I think the Memphis Grizzlies could be really good next year, and this would be the trade. There's not much else out there, and with their situation now, I think they need a win because their fans are going to be unengaged. The West is really good. Bring Lauri in. You're going to have at least 3 years of Lauri. You're going to be able to extend him. He's only 28. Ja is still young. Jaren is still young. Lauri's not going to hit your cap super hard, so you could add more pieces. Maybe you add Claxton later next season, and that could be your final piece. It makes sense. And that's why I really do think the Memphis Grizzlies will be good. I'm not a Grizzlies fan, but I think they're going to get Lauri. I'm not sure. I don't know that anyone will actually get Lauri, but I think Memphis is 1 trade away from being a contender and 2 trades away from being an elite contender. I think Memphis 1 trade away from being number 2, 3 in the West, but 2 trades away from being a championship team. Nobody's going to beat Boston in the next year or 2. I really don't think it'll happen unless injuries. So Memphis would be in the perfect position. Make this move now. Step forward. A year or 2 later, add Claxton or someone of that caliber. Maybe Kessler's available then, which would be kind of funny because Lauri, Kessler. But All I know is that the Memphis Grizzlies have a chance here to do something special. And I don't know. Like, subscribe. See you next time on No Bias Hoops.